guys, welcome to this talk. I'm Soham and I'm a software engineer and I'm also a proud crypto native person. And today I'm going to talk about some wallet risks that are present in the wallets that we are usually using, but we don't really observe that much. And after that, I'm going to talk about briefly a solution that I'm trying to experiment with to solve this problem. So going to the next slide. So the first overlooked problem in wallets is the automatic updates. So if you are using something like an Chrome extension or iOS application, Android application, so these applications update in the background and they're vulnerable to supply chain attacks. So let's say the developer somehow they get hacked or they have on gunpoint and they are forced to update some malicious update. So our system pulls it down. So this is something. I mean, the thing is we treat wallets very leniently and just like it's a Candy Crush game or something, but we should be serious about wallets. These are critical software and we should be really careful when updating them or something. And then force updating. So there are some wallets which require users to be on the latest version. And one of the example is, for example, some hardware wallet. I don't want to take the name, but if it's been long, you have not used the hardware wallet, and you just want to do a basic ERC20 transaction. So it will ask you to. It will not ask. It will force you to update to the latest firmware, and it will also show a disclaimer that if during the update is there some problem, then we are not responsible. You should back up your seed phrase. So I mean, if you're just doing something that's working before, so you should be able to do that. So we should allow those things. Then it is very common that developers just make some mistakes and push a bug to a new version. It is also possible in wallets and happened multiple times with wallets. So let's say a developer pushes a bug and you pull that update and your wallet is not working for some reason, but you know the previous version was working, so you should be able to roll back to the previous version. If that's but right now the wallets that we have, we cannot really roll back the version, so we have to wait for the developer to push a fix, which happens usually in few hours. But still, if there would be a way to just quickly roll back to the previous version, if just cancel the update, so that would be really nice. The next problem that I would like to mention is the unverified binaries, and I think this is one of the challenging or more serious issue. And just a basic question: so if there is a smart contract which is open source, it is available, its source code is available on GitHub, but that contract is deployed and it is not verified on Etherscan, would you put your money in it? You would probably not put, or maybe you can risk a little small amount of money, but definitely not your life savings.
Maybe it's verified and sourcified. So
Yeah.
not anything.
Yeah, I mean, sorry for just mentioning Etherscan, but yeah, I mean, Sourcify or any recognized person, if they have not really attested that kind of contract, but it's present on GitHub, but you have not, nobody has attested that contract, so it's very tough to really do that. But the thing is, in case of wallets, we don't really care about that. We just see that wallet is open source and okay, let's just download the binary and we just trust it. So similarly, just like smart contracts have a verification mechanism, so it would be really nice to have something like a Sourcify or multiple entities who do the reproducible build on their end and attest the binary hash for multiple build targets. So it would be really nice solution. And just one quick issue is non-standard APIs. So there are just so many data providers which provide balances and they have different interfaces. So a wallet who wants to use who want to let user to switch data provider, it's a difficult task because they have to embed that thing in the code. So if you want to if a user wants to switch data provider, it's not possible. You have to change the code inside, and that makes the wallet to update the code continuously, and we cannot use a old version of wallet. So if your wallet is 2 years old, so and the data provider is right now not really working well and you want to switch it, so that is where the problem comes. And so we know wallets by different brands. So there are multiple names in wallets, but here I have separated wallets based on their kinds. So for example, browser extensions, some wallets which are For example, Coinbase or Porto wallet would be the web kind of wallets. Uh, so browser extension continuously updates, and then if you see the domain-based wallets, they really have the seamless experience. You don't have to install any extension. They are 10 on 10 on UX. But if you see the kernel, the core wallet code which gets access to the private keys, it's I mean, which does the wallet logic. So it's mostly every time it loads from the internet. So that's where it's a bit challenging. But then you go to the bottom side where your desktop apps, your browser, a Web3 enabled browser, or some any kind of desktop application, you can easily check its integrity. And the only negative side with it is it can have a clunky user experience, but at least you can check the integrity. But I would like to mention that browser is a really nice option, and Kohaku by the Ethereum Foundation, they also have a browser in their roadmap, and I think that is a really nice thing which can happen in the future. But for now, I'm focusing on a command line interface application because it gives a nice way to do some good DevX tricks. So the wallet I'm currently working on, the application is it's a terminal-based wallet. So you can just type GM in the terminal, and then it can open. It opens a terminal interface, and it also has some features through which you can easily run any code using your wallet without really passing any private keys or secrets to it. So actually, the demo is there in the. I have two demo videos. First demo video just shows how the transaction would look like if you're just using the interface, and the in the second demo, I'm trying to show how you can use a Foundry script. So using this tool, you can run a Foundry script, and it would use the wallet which is present uh, in the interface. So. Yeah, I mean this is the second last slide, and the goals with this wallet is to be not really do force updates or automatic updates, just be a bit cyberpunk thing, and allow user to customize as much as possible. And the main thing about it is to provide verified binaries through beans, very similar to just like in the last talk. He mentioned that the contract addresses should be, I mean, the bytecode should be verified through EAS. So I was thinking about the something same if it would be present in case of the binaries. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, I'm still working on this and developing this. So if anyone is interested to in future try these updates, uh, you can of course look at the GitHub, and you can maybe also join the Telegram if you would like to follow the project in the future updates and what we're doing in the future. So yeah, thank you very much for bearing with me.